Dear student, in this lecture video, we studied about the dynamic programming methods with flowchart. The dynamic programming method is the one of the method of unit commitment solution method. The previous lecture video, we studied about the priority list method. The another unit commitment solution method is a dynamic programming method. This method is very important method. With the flowchart only we have to explain the dynamic programming method. Here two types of dynamic programming approach is there. Forward dynamic programming approach, backward dynamic programming approach. But here we are using forward dynamic programming approach in the flowchart. How the question will come under this topic in VTU University exam question paper? Explain the dynamic programming method with flowchart. So the minimum 8 marks, maximum 10 mark. Now we detailedly studied about the dynamic programming method. First student, some assumption made in the dynamic programming method. Before the assumption made, we studied about the introduction to dynamic programming method. The dynamic programming method has many advantages over the other methods, that is Lagrange method and priority list method. What are the chief advantages of the dynamic programming method is the reduction in the dimensionality of the problem. Suppose we found units in a system and any combination of the systems would serve the single load. Then what are the assumptions are made in the dynamic programming method? The first one is a state. The state represented by capital I consists of an array of units with specified units operating and rest of offline. The second assumption is the startup cost of a unit. I already told startup cost when cooling and banking is there. Okay. So the startup cost is independent of the time which has been offline. That is, it is a fixed amount. The startup cost is a fixed amount. The third assumption is no cost for shutting down a unit. Because the unit means generator, we preparing operating schedule, maintenance schedule and then shutdown rule also. But here there are no cost for shutting down a unit. The fourth assumption is there is a strict priority order. And each interval a specified minimum amount of capacity must be operating. That means we prepare the strict priority order. We already how to prepare the priority order in the priority list method. Same technique only here we used. Then what is the definition of feasible state? I told one problem, multiple solution. Out of the multiple solution, we choose only one solution, that is the feasible solution, which is only is used to solve the problem. Like that, what is the definition of feasible state is one in which the committed units means the unit is used to meet our load demand. That units is called as the committed units, which can supply the required load and that meets the minimum amount of capacity each period. Okay. Now, what is the definition of forward dynamic programming approach? The dynamic programming is shortly denoted by DP. The first one is the dynamic programming algorithm to run backward in time starting from final hour to initial hour. Such type of approach, that means is called as the backward only. The forward means the dynamic programming algorithm to run forward in time from initial hour to final hour. This is the forward dynamic programming approach. The forward dynamic programming approach has different advantages in solving generator unit commitment problem. For example, if the startup cost of a unit, I already told the assumption startup cost is a fixed amount only. For example, the startup cost of a unit is a function of the time it has been offline. That is, for example, temperature. Then the forward dynamic program approach is more suitable for unit commitment solution problem. The initial conditions are easily specified and the computations can go forward in time as long as required. Then what is the formula? That is, the recursive algorithm is used in the dynamic programming method. The first one is the recursive algorithm to compute the minimum cost in our k with combination I is the formula f cost k comma I, that is equal to minimum, then L p cost k comma I plus s cost k minus 1 comma L colon k comma I plus f cost k minus 1 comma L. Okay, so in the formula the f cost k comma I is nothing but the least total cost to arrive at state k comma I. Okay, then the p cost is nothing but p cost of k comma I is nothing but the production cost for the state k comma I. But k is nothing but what? Minimum cost in our k. The combination is state is I. Okay, s cost, that is s cost k minus 1 comma L colon k comma I is nothing but a transition cost from state k minus 1 comma L to state k comma I. The state k comma I is the zth combination in our k. So from this formula only we used in the flow chart. Okay, now the forward dynamic programming method, we define the strategy, that is the transition or path from one state at a given hour to a state at the next hour. Okay, if here we used two new variables, one is x and n, where x is nothing but the number of states to reach, that means x is the number of states to search each period, and then the n is nothing but the number of strategies or path to save at each step. These two variables, that is these two new variables x and n, introduced in the forward dynamic approach which is used in the flow chart. Okay, so the control of the computational effort is mentioned in the and then explained in the figure 1. So the for complete enumeration, the maximum number of the value of x or n is 2 power n minus 1. Okay, now you see the flow chart. Okay, in the flow chart, okay, first start, then k equal to 1. K is nothing but the hour. Okay, 1. Then the formula I used, no, f cost k comma 1 equal to minimum of L, p cost production cost k comma I plus s cost k minus 1 comma L colon k comma I. So without fuel cost we write down. Then again comes to k equal to k plus 1. The k hour is incremented. Okay, if incremented, the L, that is equal to capital N. So the n is nothing but what previously we studied, no? N is nothing but the number of strategies or the path to stay at each step only. Okay, so then now we calculate, that means the L equal to n feasible state in the interval k minus 1. Okay, then come to f cost k comma I. K comma I, that is equal to minimum of L, that is equal to production cost, that is p cost k comma I plus s cost k minus 1 comma L colon k comma I plus f cost k minus 1 comma L. Okay, this is, we can get the this cost. Again after that the algorithm comes to save n. N is equal to number of strategy, that is equal to lowest cost strategy only we saved from the formula f cost k comma I. Now we check k equal to m last hour. Then you can check k is equal to m. No means this again goes to k, then k plus 1, again incremented k, then again the execute, this algorithms only, that means this steps only. Okay, then if k equal to m means this comes to trace optimal scheduled mean what? That mean I told no, other minimum cost, economic, everything and all this. So the optimum schedule is saved. Finally stop the flowchart. In this case you see the f cost k comma I equal to minimum of L p cost k comma I plus s cost k minus 1 comma L colon k comma I. In this case, so here one is the do for x equal to all states I in period k, again come to here only. So in this case, what is x? The x is nothing but the number of states to search each period. Okay, so here how many states is there? I states. So the I states, you search the x, then only you can come to here, then execute this one only, execute this one, then comes to k equal to k1 plus step, then you can feasible state in interval k minus 1 saved. Then again that means you can add fuel cost. In the fuel cost again check all x equal to states I in period k na. Then everything over, then again execute this step, then comes to save the n lowest cost strategy. That means the strategies lowest cost strategy n is saved. Okay, now we check k equal to m. Okay, if k equal to m means s means the optimal schedule is saved. Otherwise again you can, the k is incremented. That means the minimum period of hour in terms of k incremented. If then optimal after trace optimal schedule is saved, then you can stop the flowchart. Okay, so the from the flowchart, the main this the recursive algorithm, this formula only is very very important. From this only you can draw the flowchart is very very important, you know, because suppose the question, the dynamic programming method with the help of flowchart in the VT University question paper, the mark is 8 mark, mean 4 mark for flowchart, 4 mark for 3 explanation. Suppose if 10 mark question means 5 mark is allotted for flowchart, remaining 5 marks is allotted for theory. So the flowchart is very very important. Okay, you have to explain both flowchart and then theory. You can draw both, then only you get full mark. Either you draw flowchart only, or that means only theory means you never get the full mark. So you keep it in your mind, both should be important. Okay, then I told no, the restricted search path in the dynamic programming algorithm, n equal to 3, x equal to 5. This is the number of states, is the number of strategies. Here you see x equal to 5. How many strategies? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is there. This is the 5 strategies. Okay, and then 5 states is there. Okay, n equal to 3 strategies. So 1, 2, 3 strategies only is there. Okay, so now you can join here, from here to here one solution, another from here to here also another, then here to here, and then here to here, or here, whatever may be. This is the restricted search path in dynamic algorithm with the number of strategy is 3, 1, 2, 3, but the number of states is 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 only. Okay, so then now the explanation. For example, we are seeing no, n equal to 3, x equal number of strategies equal number of strategy equal to 3, number of state is 5 means. For example, we can first priority list ordering. For example, if 1 means first priority 1, then 1 plus 2, then 1 plus 2 plus 3, then 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. Okay, then 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. Like that we order the priority list ordering, then we can find the cost. We can, that is cost is whether, that means we can find the full load average production cost. Then you can it is economical. Okay, this approach is the feasible approach only. Okay, so the here the reducing the number n, that means the number of strategy. So the discarding the highest card scheduled at each time interval and saving only the lowest n path are strategies. Okay, There is no assurance that the theoretical optimal scheduled will be the found using a reduced number of strategies and search range, that is the x value, number of states value to search the number of states. Okay, only the experimentation with a particular program will indicate the potential error associated with limiting the values of capital X and N below their upper bounds only. So dear student, in the dynamic programming method, what are the subtopic? First you have to assumption, you have to write down 4 points. Then again you have to write down what is the definition of forward dynamic programming approach. Then third step is nothing but the recursive algorithm, that formula f cost k comma I, that formula you have to write down. Then you can flow chart, you can explain the flow chart. Finally the restricted search path, that diagram. Okay, so if 10 mark you can write, if 8 mark up to flow chart only you can write down, that is sufficient. This question is very very important. Dear student, I hope that from this lecture video you clearly understand the dynamic programming methods which is used to solve the unit commitment problem with the help of flow chart. Okay, thank you students for listening this video.